When one follows what one feels to do upon a soul level, life unfolds in unfathomable ways to support you in doing what you feel. For when one does as one feels upon a soul level, one is in flow with the all. You have been taught since you are young children, especially from the screens that you observe, what it is that you wish for. Oh, you want this wonderful dream. No, you want this wonderful dream. Unless you have X, Y, Z, you are not successful. You will not be happy. Well, we are here to remind you that indeed that which brings you happiness, indeed all any of you truly wish for upon a soul level, is peace and love. This comes in different iterations, and you each are creating your own unique expression of what that looks like, what that feels like. This is the beauty that you are, these unique expressions of the all. And you may contribute at your optimum by doing precisely as you feel upon a soul level. Karen making that beautiful painting, expressing herself in ways she was not able to in words, being able to communicate unto others in ways that she was not previously able to, and by doing so, inspiring that in others. Remember, as is a quote in our first book, you remember that by standing in your own light, you may light the way for others to do the same. You, all of you, by doing as you feel upon a soul level, are assisting all others in doing just that. As one person's vibration raises, so too does the vibration of the all. As one apparent individual expands in their consciousness, the multiverse is in expression and expansion, in direct, not only relation to this, but connection to this. Indeed, you are not only connected, but are one. Nothing is separate. By you expressing yourself in the unique ways that you feel to, you are lending at your optimum to this expression of the all, to this expansion of the all. And as all expands indeed, and all does too come into confluence, come into conscious oneness. And as we have touched on in the past, we are arriving, we are on a journey toward oneness consciousness at a level at which we have not yet experienced, we have not yet observed, we even do not quite know what this level of oneness consciousness will feel like. And we are most excited, and we wish to do all that we can in assisting you in becoming, you are an integral part of this process, but in becoming conscious of your place in this multiverse, in this experience. And your place is indeed as one with all of us. This is not some geographical location. Many will ask questions. Well, what star do you exist from, and what iteration of apparent separation are you? Well, we, the Lumerians, do not wish to speak on separation. This is not as useful. We will use our time assisting you in understanding our oneness with all, as all that is. This is how we will use our collaborative energies in assisting you to understand your essential oneness, our essential oneness. It may seem unrelated for you to go to that painting class, Karen, for you, whomever, to choose to change your career or to simply decide to go walking every weekend, or whatever it is you have been feeling to do on a soul level. It may be very simple, it may be seemingly insignificant, but in fact, the way by which you can assist the all in its expansion, on its journey toward as oneness, consciousness. Tamsin will drink. Indeed, the most profound and powerful and optimal way that you may assist the all in oneness expansion is by doing precisely as you feel, on a soul level, whatever that is. So let us look most carefully at what this is. Let us use our minds, but let us use our hearts in unison. Let us zoom out, as one says. Let us look carefully at perhaps the difference between our projections of your projections of what it is you wish for on a surface level and what it is you wish for on a soul level. For even, in fact, sometimes especially, one's own projections of what one feels one wishes for may get in the way, and often does get in the way, of what one wishes for or feels to do or wishes for on a soul level. One may, for example, wish for, in order to be successful upon this plane, we are in Hollywood here, many think that they can only be successful if they have, let's take the example, rather a cliche, but a useful one. Indeed, a cliche for a reason, as they say. This handsome gentleman, or perhaps not typically handsome, this gentleman wishes to be greatly successful, essentially only wishing for the validation, love of his family, perhaps those around him, chosen or biological family. All one really wishes for is love. All one really wishes to create is love. Indeed, we are all love. Love is all that is. But let's call him Harry, because that's the first name that came to me. In fact, the word Doug is right in front of me, so I had to quite quickly pivot, as you say. Harry has moved to Hollywood. Harry has been taught he can only be successful and so experience that love which he wishes for on a soul level if he has a gorgeous wife. And we mean physically, not on every level. He must have a gorgeous wife, perhaps a model or an actress or somebody who looks very beautiful in what you currently have decided is beautiful. And he must have a very big house, must be huge. He must be seen to be very successful. Perhaps he didn't have this when he was younger, or perhaps he's just seen so many movies in which this is the case that it is impossible for him to imagine a reality in which he is happy without having these things. Indeed, Harry has been taught since he was a young boy, watching the TV shows and the films, watching how reality exists around him. He has learned, in order to be happy, you must have X, Y, Z. Now, Harry, as we said, all he ever wanted was love. And Harry has wonderful gifts, as you each do. Everyone came in with gifts indeed that they chose in collaboration with others, tools for them to use upon their journey, tools with which they could assist in the creation of reality, forming at its optimum, our optimum, sacred gifts of sovereignty, ones that each of us can use to create the most optimum reality, which is indeed an extension of or a wholeness of all that we are. Now, Harry's been taught not to use those tools for that which he feels to upon a soul level. Harry has been taught he needs this mansion, he needs this model, for example. So, Harry may use these tools to have great apparent success, and it can be very confusing for one when they are having what they've been taught as success, for these realities that one may create in this example. Harry may have his beautiful house, perhaps up in the hills. It's huge, massive, very impressive. Looks like all of the music videos or the movies he has watched. So surely now I shall be happy and loved. He has a gorgeous wife, who's a very, very sweet person, who unfortunately has learned to value the way that she looks more than whom she truly is. For, as we said, you are not Doc or Andrew or whomever. You are not Harry. Currently come into this part of reality to experience being Harry for great reason. This is whom you are in this moment. But we need not identify only as that. We are all things. We have all been many beings. Not only the type of being you are now, and certainly not only the precise being you are now. It can be very confusing indeed, and to be manipulated by the culture that you are in, to create with the tools that you have, to work very hard to create the continuation of the reality you have been taught. And those whom are lucky enough to get to a position where they have managed, despite all the challenges, to produce these things, this house, to have found this gorgeous looking person that they may not actually align with on a spiritual or soul level at all. When we have worked so hard, Harry has worked so hard to create all these things, he sits back on his throne and he wonders, why am I not happy? A classic conversation, one that you could easily glaze over and say, oh yes, I already know this. But let us look more carefully. We have used a most extreme and perhaps very cliched example. But let us look most carefully at how we are, perhaps all humans, perhaps in subtle ways, experiencing and expressing in a similar way to Harry. What have we created for ourselves or others that we didn't feel to upon a soul level? Perhaps on some level feeling that we must impress another, or we must please a parent, or we must create something that looks like what we have been taught will give us peace and love and happiness. Let us zoom out. Is there anything in our own lives we have created, constructed, which we thought previously would bring us happiness, which indeed is not? Perhaps in Harry's example, his house is actually rather a bore to be constantly in a reminder of. All of his energies focusing upon these many different details about this enormous house, when actually he would be much happier, living more simply and being able to focus on what it is he really wishes to do. Perhaps Harry has worked so hard on a job that he doesn't even enjoy in order to create these constructs, in order to continue the reality he was taught would make him happy. He's so busy creating that which will make him happy. He doesn't have time to be happy. Now let us look most carefully at this strange illusion. Let us teach you, remind you, guide you toward a wonderful shortcut. Listening to yourself upon a soul level. Let us remove the bias, this layer on top of that which you feel. Let us look directly at what it is you feel to do on a soul level. When one follows what one feels to do upon a soul level, life unfolds in unfathomable ways to support you in doing what you feel. For when one does as one feels upon a soul level, one is in flow with the all.
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonate with the Morcott material, please consider following us on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok, and subscribing to our Substack. Live channel transmissions take place on the second Saturday of every month via Zoom. For more information about how to get access to these gatherings and a growing collection of full transmissions and other exclusive content, please visit the Morcott Material Substack. If you're interested in Morcott's books or scheduling a one-on-one session, please check us out at morcottmaterial.com. Thank you so much for your engagement. We truly appreciate you.